Question of the day. What's next? Everybody want to talk about now. Don't nobody want to talk about next. So, you gotta be focused on what's next sometime because you get caught up in this today and tomorrow, you'll miss your whole next opportunity. So, I've just been definitely on the grind of thinking about, like, how can I set myself up for next? And after you set yourself up for next, start thinking and building differently. So, definitely critical to start just writing down and having a good circle of people to really help you out with these type things, because this stuff ain't suited to do by yourself. If you ever feel like you need to do something by yourself, not doing good. And this is because everything is about being a unit, you know. You can't do anything by yourself. Someone has to help you, or you have to help somebody else to get to where they're going. So you can't have this mentality, I'm by myself, I do with myself, I think by myself. So if you really want to think about what's next, you're going to have that good unit, that good team that's there consistently throughout the process. So when you get to that next point of what's next, they're already there. You're not looking for them. And that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're moving, you're active, and then nobody's there. So you no longer have that same motivation and fire under you because it's non-existent, you know. You can only, like, I use analogy of a campfire, you know what I'm saying? You can't start a fire without the proper things, you know. You need your wood, you got to get that right spark, or you're going to take the shortcut, you need lighter fluid, lighter, stuff like that. But once that fire goes out, it done its job, so it needs another one, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't have any more firewood, you got to learn, and you got to, like, think back to how can I get firewood. And, you know, if someone was there in the past to support you getting the firewood, it's a lot easier to put yourself in a position to get that firewood again, because you have an outlet to get firewood. But check this out. If you have all your ingredients except one thing, it's a lot easier and it's more constructive to build something when you know what you have and what you don't have. So when you're trying to move forward, you got to look at the tools you have and the tools you don't have so you can properly move forward, because you don't want to move forward and you think you got something you don't got. And then you stuck in a situation where you're like, man, I can't do this no more because I don't have A, I don't have B. So definitely got to get your unit right, get your team right, get the focus right, and keep that energy appropriately as you're building and as you developing, and you definitely just concentrate on those things, you know. You don't want to get distracted. A lot of distractions out here, you know. I would say definitely this morning I got distracted by losing my wallet. And, you know, I've been saying this for a while. I got too many cars, and I just be leaving stuff in the car and forgetting, and then I come look, and I'm like, oh, it's in my pocket. No, it's in my car. So that's just something I got to work on, you know, and I'm getting better, you know. And, you know, part of the process of getting better is just definitely accepting you got a problem so you can start working on it. You know, a lot of times we have problems and we're not receptive to, like, focusing on, okay, I actually got a problem, let me work on it. Because a lot of times we'll have a problem, just be like, oh, it ain't that serious. It's a difference between a problem not that serious and I don't have a problem, you know. You can't put those together, you know. If you got a problem, it's a problem. You can deal with it or not deal with it because it's not that serious, but you can't be like, oh, I don't have a problem, it's not that serious. Yeah, it is, you know. It is a problem, cool. You don't have to focus on it, but you definitely got to acknowledge that there's a problem, you know, because even if it's not a destructive problem, it's a building up to destructive problem. And definitely gotta, like, just address those things more consistently, because it's going to happen. It's always happening. You're always going through a problem. You're always living through a problem. You're always building, focusing towards a problem. Okay? So by you doing that, you can't have a mentality of I don't have a problem. That's why it's easier to build when you're not these things. But all right, y'all, holla.